Red Fort terror attack that has shocked the entire world. Let's get to my colleague Akash, who's reporting from Ground Zero. We'll just get to him given the developments on the ground, as different agencies are currently on the ground trying to gather evidence to get to the bottom of what exactly happened, who could be involved. But the big development that's coming in, brought to us by Securities editor Manoj Gupta, is that there is a Pulwama link to the entire ownership of the i20 that was used for the explosion outside the Red Fort. Tariq is the individual who was the final owner of the Hyundai i20. He hails from Pulwama, and now a J&K link has been established to what has happened in the national capital. Akash, over to you. What's the latest from Ground Zero?
Right. So as far as this investigation is concerned, so we have multiple agencies, investigating the entire, explosion and the episode. And we have been given to understand, yes, you rightly pointed out, our investigation editor Manoj Gupta is reporting about these Pulwama links and how, this car, the ownership of this car is something, that is being investigated. But right now, Home Minister has categorically said that we still don't know as to, under what circumstances, this explosion has happened, and if at all, there is any sort of terror link to this particular explosion. What we know at this point in time is that we have lost at least 8 individuals and more than 15 are injured, and they are being treated at LNJP hospital. We have a number of things happening in last 48 hours and are being reported how kilos of, explosive material was recovered. The Faridabad case and in fact the module that has been busted by the Jammu Kashmir police, Delhi police and also the UP police. And right now, they are somewhere trying to connect the dot. It can be an ordinary explosion which might have happened because of the CNG or the sort of scenarios that are generally seen. But right now, investigation is happening, and we'll get to know as to what was the main reason behind this particular explosion. If at all, there was a sort of composition that is generally used in bomb blasts that we have seen. As far as Delhi is concerned, so last time, a blast, in fact, a terrorist blast, was happened in 2011 when after, outside the High Court, we had this sort of blast. Before that, we had 2008 blast where, series of blasts happened at markets like Connaught Place and others. Before that, in fact, 2006, we remember that how, blasts, have happened. So in Delhi, we had, in fact, we have history. But right now, if at all it was a terror, blast, we'll get some sort of clarity by tomorrow.
Absolutely. So a terror attack that has jolted the entire nation and the world, but the security forces as well as the intelligence agencies reacting extremely quickly, and the big development that's coming in where the final owner of that i20 that was used for the terror attack has been found. He is a man named Tariq who hails from Pulwama. So is this a clear link of the Red Fort terror attack to the terror nexus emanating from Jammu and Kashmir? We'll have